Okay. Very tough loss. There were moments in the game where I was very disappointed in some of our effort. That hasn't happened all year, pretty much. And so we were going to have off tomorrow, but I'll bring them in. We'll do some things. We'll get on the court. We'll watch some film. We'll stay together. I'll reiterate to them how important effort and harmony is. And you know, Greg is hurting now. His knee is really bothering him, so I'm gonna have to rest him. Hopefully not long, but it could be long. We'll see.
Is there anything that you could say to the team? What's the message after a 34-point loss?
Well, it wasn't. You know, it's not the numbers. It's the effort. You know, after a while, you don't play to the score or the time when you're down so much. You have to play with effort and with some discipline. And there was a one play, the kid drives all the way, and I told the team, probably the worst play I've seen since I've been here, as far as not giving effort and not being alert, or whatever the case may be. So we'll snap out of it. You know, we'll make sure we'll snap out of it. But you know what? It's when you're fighting, you know, small. You got Mike Williams and Justin Good and Bishop Daniels trying to block off, box out, you know, 6'7", 6'8" guys who are over 100 pounds more than they are, and somewhat 100 pounds. And you keep boxing out, but they're too strong, and they just walk you under the rim, It becomes demoralizing. You know, as an athlete, you still give some effort, but there comes a time when you just, you know, it's just hard to overcome. It's hard to overcome, and it screws with your psyche, whatever it is, and then, you know, it affects some of your ability to give effort. And that's no excuse. It's just athletic competition. It's just what happens. And when you're small like we are, we've gone through what we're going through. They're demoralizing moments, and you saw a few of them today.
Is Greg's knee bad enough where he can miss game time?
Yes.
And I guess, do you have any updates on the other guys?
I'm hoping Jonathan will return by Wednesday.
Eddie, did it make it harder for you to swallow, I guess, considering who was here, your teammates? And
No, not really. No. I'm happy for our team to be here, 40-year anniversary. No, look, it's one game. I told them we fought like crazy in Maryland, and I told them pre-game, if you can play like we did in the second half against Maryland, attacking the ball, attacking the basket, getting deflections, getting steals, small ball, you know, Justin playing a 4 and Amari playing a 5 in the same 5-man unit. I mean, that's impossible. But we gave good effort, and we hope we could carry that into today's game. It didn't happen. When they made their first 6 or 7 shots, they got it going. They smelled blood. They're looking for their first conference win. So I knew where they're coming from. They felt great. They got good players, big players, and they rode the wave. And it was sort of demoralizing for us, but we'll snap out of it.
It's probably tough to talk about after a loss like this, but what did it mean, a halftime ceremony, coming back out, taking that photo, and being with those guys?
Yeah, you know, we've been together. I mean, this was for the Rutgers community, but we've been together many times, like almost like this. But I wanted to just come out and complete the picture and the ceremonies. But it means a lot. You know, I'm with them. Those guys are with me. It's always good to see them. We always talk, so it wasn't like we're coming back together for the first time in 40 years. We've been together many times since.
Coach, coming to this game, like you mentioned, Nebraska hadn't gotten its first conference win. Next 4-game stretch, you guys are going to face Ohio State. Ohio State hosts a couple ranked teams here, and they go to Ann Arbor. With the type of loss like this today, are you worried with this upcoming stretch that things could?
No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It's a challenge, and as coaches and as a head coach, you beat your brains in, and you try to figure out, you know, at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, what can you say, what can you do, what can you change, what can you add, how you should tweak this and bend this. It's a challenge, you know, and you go out and you see if what you've thought about, what you and your staff talked about, see if some of it works, see if it helps you a little bit. But, you know, it comes a time when, in the back of my mind, this is a learning year. It's probably not a year where you know, our fans have to understand that. And, you know, I'm glad we didn't have A whole lot of like negative reaction from our fans. There was some, but that's understandable. But I hope our fans understand with where we are, and we're a young team. We can come back with everybody healthy and some new recruits that we're going to get. We had a commitment today. I don't know if I should say that, but it's somewhere. It's a learning year. Hopefully Corey gets better, understand Division I basketball. Jonathan Laurent, who's a sort of under the radar type of player, did some great things for us that he learns. Ibrahima comes back, Sean comes back, Shaq comes back after maybe a redshirt year. We'll see. We'll talk about that more officially later. And that you bring everybody back, and that we remember these times you got beat up, and hopefully we carry the banner for Rutgers then, and with a great deal of respect.